Hello guys, welcome to this lecture. Here we'll be discussing how to prepare a network and configure it using OSPF protocol. Okay, so what is this? It is OSPF. We know that it is this protocol will help you in identifying a path having shortest distance. Right. So this OSPF protocol is also a dynamic routing protocol. In the previous videos, I have shared with you how to configure using static routing protocol and RIP, routing information protocol. This lecture will be understanding how to do this using OSPF protocol. Now, right now in front of you, I have created a small network. This is my first network, which is 192.168.1.0. This is my second network, 192.168.2.0. This is my third network, 192.168.3.0. Okay. Now, all these three small networks are connected with their respective switches and then to their respective routers. Now, these routers are interconnected like this. Okay. Now, this portion is representing another network, that is 11.0.0.0. This is my another network, 10.0.0.0. Okay, and accordingly I have configured the IP addresses. For example, I will show you the first system. If you click on this, the pop-up will come, and there you can see how to configure this, or what I have configured already. You can directly go to desktop, then go to IP configuration. Then here you can see that my IP address is 192.168.1.4. This system I have used. I have the subnet mask comes automatically, and the default gateway is 1.1. Okay, now similarly I think configured all these devices. I'll just cross check it once again. Yeah, I guess so. I have done the configuration with all the systems. Right now we'll look at these routers having this port. I haven't configured the ports right now, so let's configure it. Before that, identify these ports. This is my port fast Ethernet 00. So this is my fast Ethernet 00. So the IP address for this port will be what? This is the default gateway for this network, right? So the default gateway for this network is what? 192.168.1.1. Subnet mask comes, switch on the port, that's it, and close it. So I have switched on this port. Similarly, I will switch on this port of router number 5 also. This is port number, I guess, sorry. Yeah, this is, I think this is port fast Ethernet 00. So I'll go to fast Ethernet 00 of this router. Here I will write the IP address. Here it will be gateway address of this network. That is, as you know, this is 2.1. Okay, now I can switch on this. I have already told you how to do this in my previous lectures. If you get any doubt, you just go to my previous videos and you will find this. Cross this, and I have done this port also. And now this port, again config fast Ethernet port 192.168.3.1. Please check the port. Okay, I know because this is fast Ethernet 00, so I am directly going on to it. You need to check it before you go to it. So I have configured the ports, fast Ethernet ports of these three routers. Now I have to interconnect these two routers. So for that I have to go to my serial port. So my serial port, you can see for router port, my serial port is SE2/0. It is also 2/0, right? So this is clock sign is there. So this is my DCE terminal, DCE, and this is my DTE terminal. So accordingly I will configure it now. This port also serial port SE. Okay, now this is IP address 11.0.0.2. Okay, subnet mask. Here I have already add the labels for this IP address. You can follow it. Then switch on this, and since this is a DCE terminal, I will set this clock rate. I will make it to 64,000. You can choose any of this. That's it. This is configured this DCE port. Then I will come to this router, this port. Now the IP address of this port will be 11.0.0.03. Subnet mask is there. This is my clock rate is not required because this is a DTE, so it is not set, and then switch it on. close it. So I have done this part. I will come to this network now, this network. Now this port is SE30 and this is DCE. Okay, so I will come to SE30 port and my IP address for this will be 10, this one, 10.0.0.2. subnet mask, switch it on. It is my DC, so I will again set it to 64,000. For some reason I'm doing it. If you want to clarify it, why the 64,000 clock rate, you can put up your doubt in the below section. I will prepare a separate video for that. Okay, that done. 64, this port is done. Now I will come to this router. It is also I guess SE2. This is SE2. IP address will be 10.0.0.3. perfect. Subnet mask, it is DTE. To make it not set, switch it on. Done. Right, so we have configured all the ports of these three routers. Now what this network is there, please understand this. If the network is like this, it is a linear connected, right? This router is connected to this router and this to this. It's a linear network. So doesn't matter if I use RIP or OSPF, because what is OSPF supposed to do? If I have to transfer a packet from this system to this system in this network, OSPF will help in choosing the shortest path, right? So since it is a single network, so there is no shortest path. So what I can do is, for understanding this OSPF, I will add one more route from this to this. Perfect. Now what does this do? If I have to send a packet from this system to, let's suppose, this system, earlier it could have chosen a path, this one, but now what will happen? If we are using OSPF, this will choose a shortest path. What do you mean by shortest path? Having least number of hop count. So this is the shortest path. So this has to definitely go, the packet will go from this system to this router and then to this system. Okay, now I will configure this port also. What is this port? This is my SE30. Yeah, so before that I will name it a new network. Let me make it 12.0.0, and this port I will be using 12.0.0.2. okay, and I can use this as 12.0.0.3. perfect. So this is it, how can do it. I will just drag it over here for your help so that you can see it. Okay, now this port is what? Clock is there, DCE serial 3. So I will go to 3, configure it. This is 12.0.0.2. sorry, 2. Now subnet mask is there, clock is, it is DCE, so I have to set a clock rate for this terminal and switch it on. Okay, now similarly I have to do it for this port also, and I guess this is also SE3. yeah, so I will go to SE3. I will enter its IP address 12.0.0. it is 3. Subnet mask comes, clock rate is not required. This should be a DTE, and switch on the port. That's it. So I have configured now all the ports, right? Now let's move on to OSPF configuration. How to configure it in OSPF? What I will do is, I will come to this router. Now you can see under the routing option only static and RIP is there. Static we have done. I have uploaded a lecture previously in YouTube. Similarly, I have also shown you how to configure using RIP also. But since OSPF is not there, so we have to go to command line interface CLI and we have to write the commands here. Okay, so what are the commands? We have to directly come to the config if mode. Yeah, we are already there. Okay, I will show you again how to come here, come up to this part, exit. Yeah, this is the initial way. So first enable it, E, and just hold a second. It is E, either you write enable or it is E, and doesn't matter. Okay, so I will come onto enable. Hold a second, this is something. Okay, sorry. Yeah, now it is okay. I have to enable it. Yeah, now it is in privileged mode. In this I have to go to configure terminal. So when I enter this, I am into the config mode. Perfect. So in this config mode, what I have to write, I have to enter this router command, router OSPF, and then I have to mention a process ID. So what is the command to do so? I will just quickly make you understand that. It says that if you remember, the RIP starts from router RIP, but here what will we do? It is router OSPF and space. Here we have to write something called as process ID. Now, what is process ID? Process ID is nothing but is a integer number between 1 to 65,535. It could be any number. You can take any number. Let's say I am taking it 10. This is the first command. Okay, so what I will do this, I will go to this again. I will write here 10. I'll enter it. Yeah, now I have entered the config router mode. So here what I have to do is I have to add the networks known to this router. What are the networks known to it? 1, 2 and 3 networks. So how to do that? The command is network. Network. The first network is which one? This one, right? It is I will write 192.168.1.0. Sorry, 1.0. Okay. If you remember, in RIP we used to write subnet mask. Okay, if you remember, we have written like this, subnet mask. Here in the OSPF, what we are going to do is we will write it like this, just network, IP address of the network 1.0 and space. We have to write here wildcard. What is the wildcard address? I'll just show you. If my subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, right? This is my class C subnet mask. If this is my class C subnet mask, the wildnet mask will be 0.0.0.255. Now I think you got the trick, right? It is opposite to the you must subtract 255 and you will get it. For example, if my subnet mask is 255.255.0.0, so my wildcard will be 0.0.255.255. So this is called as wildnet, right? So what we will do, I will add the wildcard here. Yeah, this is for class C 0.0.0.255, and then I have to write which area it belongs to. Now, what is area? Area is the domain. OSPF network is followed in how many domains. So we can represent this complete network in a single domain or in separate domain. So you can specify a domain for it. Essentially, we started from 0. It is the ideal scenario. So this is how we write the OSPF command. That's it. This is the first network I have added. Now, what is second network? Similarly, I can add to it second network here, which is 11.0.0.0. Sorry, .0.0.0.0. Yeah. So what is the wildcard for this one? Subnet mask is how much? 255, right? For class A, my subnet class A IP address subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. So the wildcard will be wildnet will be 0.255.255.255. Correct, and then my area 0. Next again, because we have 3 networks to it, next network is 12.0.0.0 space. It is also class A, so this will be 0.255.255.255 space area 0. That's it. Exit. So I have configured router number 4, this router with the OSPF configuration. This is done. Okay, now let's do for this system, this router, this network, sorry. So when we go for command line interface, I will go to I will come back, exit. I'm doing it just to make you comfortable. En, and then I can go to configure terminal. Yep, I entered this. Now my protocol is router OSPF here also with my process ID, that is 10. Perfect. I entered this command. Now I have to add the networks. Network is first network will be 192.168.2.0. Doesn't matter which order you follow, you can just add all the networks. Then my area, I am using it 0. Then I add the first network. I have to add the second network. My second network will be what? My second network will be 11.0.0.0 0.255.255.255 in the wildnet address, area 0. Third will be third IP address will be 10. Okay, which one? I have added this 11. Now I have to add this network. For this router, 1, 2 and 3, these three networks are there. So 10.0.0.0 0.255.255.255 then area 0. So I have added all these networks right now. Okay, so I have done with this router also. We'll exit, come back, and I close it. So I have configured these two routers. Now for as far as this router is concerned, how many networks should I have to add to this? If you understand this diagram, I'll drag it over here. Yeah, so if you understand this diagram, you will see that I have again here to add 3 networks for this router also. Fine, so let's do it. Configure terminal. I've entered this part. Now my router, OSPF, process ID, you can make anything. Let's take 10. Entered this one, my first network, let it be 192.168, which one? 3.0, this one. Yeah, and the wildnet will be 0.0.0.0.255 opposite to our subnet mask, and my area is here again 0. So I have added this network to it. Now second network is this one, which is exactly 10. I guess it is 10. Yeah, it is 10.0.0.0. Which one? This one. This I have added this network right now. So it is 10.0 and my subnet mask will be 0.255.255.255 area 0. Enter. Now I have to add this third network also, but to make you understand the working of OSPF, for time being, let's drop adding this network and let's see observe how packets are traveling in this. Okay, so let's close it here. We are done with this part. We'll check it up and then we'll come back to add this network 12.0 and then we will implement OSPF. So since I haven't configured this network, means this connectivity or this OSPF routing is not completed. So definitely what will happen, packets have to travel from this network, from this router to this router and then to this. Let's check it. For God's sake, yeah, this is my window. This packet, if I had to drop it from this system to this system, this is successful. Okay, now next again, if I had to drop a packet from this system to this system, successful. To drop a packet from this system to this system, perfect. So inside this network, packets are able to flow. Now what if I have to drop a packet from here to here? Let's see what happens. This is failing right now. Let us wait for a few seconds. Yeah, this is successful. Let's again check it. Yeah, this is also successful. Now it is successful. It takes some time, right? I told you before in the previous videos also, it takes certain few seconds to get it updated. So if I will send from this to this, now it is successful. If you send from this to this, it is also successful. Similarly, you can cross check for this network, these two networks also. Right now it is failing. Let's wait. This to this, it's successful. This to this, it is also successful. What if I have to send a packet from this to this? It's failed right now. Let's try it again. What, this to this, successful. Again we try this for this to, now it is successful. Now we can see that packets are traveling from these three networks, but how it is traveling, which path is it choosing? Let's say I have to send a packet from this to this network. Successful. Let's understand the simulation and we'll observe the path, which path it is following. Yeah, it is going to this router, this switch, and then to this router. Okay, then it goes to this. So this is the path it is following. Okay, fine. Okay, now let's look for this packet. If I have to send a packet from this to this network, successful. Let's see the path. Yeah, from here to here, then there to there. Yeah, there's something fishy. I guess something is wrong. Real time, delete it completely. Let me add it again. Let's do it again. From this to this, successful. Simulation, check. Yeah, this path, then this router, then this router, then it goes to. So you can see clearly which path is it is following. It is following the path having hop count 1, right? Means it is following this path. So why? Because we haven't configured this path, this network for this router. So what if we do that? If we complete that part, let's go back there, configure router. Let's exit again. Let me go router OSPF. My process ID was 10. Now let me add network. Which network was it? 12.0.0.0. Wildcard will be 0.255.255.255, and my area is 0. Yeah, now I have configured that network also, right? Now let's see how is there any difference if I send a packet again. So let's see, if I have to send a packet from here to here again, it is still successful. So now let's see which path it is actually following. Okay, I will drop it again from here to here. Let's see the simulation and see which path it chose. Oh, you see the difference. Earlier it chose this path, if you remember. But since now this path is configured, this network is configured, now it is for using this network. Why it is using? Because it is OSPF, it will choose the shortest path. It will try, it will avoid this network because it is having one extra hop count here. So this will directly go from this network to this network. So this is how the OSPF configuration is actually implemented. So I hope you understood the working of OSPF also. What is this? How it chooses a path? That's it for this lecture. If you got any doubt or you want me to explain anything more, you please comment in the section below. Thank you so much.